topic. We got a topic about BadBunny coming up right here live on the Rajj Show. Let's bring it up here and let me bring it up on the topic. Okay, so I think we should watch the clip. I think that provides some relevance to the whole situation. But I'll provide the context before we watch the clip. While broadcasting last week, BadBunny explained to her chat that she needed monetary support to continue creating content on Twitch. And when her viewers didn't respond with an influx of subscription, she lashed out at them, fuming that they watch hours of content for free without paying for it. And I quote, $5. How do you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I have a wall of non-subs. This is actually really heartbreaking because people really do not respect me as a content creator. Now, in the spirit of fairness, I will state that I think that it came out later that she said she was joking. So that's what she said. She said it was a joke and a long-standing joke. Now hold on, let's watch the clip here. Let's watch the clip. There was a tremendous amount of outrage everywhere. Let's watch the clip of the incident right here, and then we can to provide some context for the situation. And then we can talk about it. Here we go. Here is BadBunny talking to her chat, which allegedly was a joke. Here we go.
How did my whole speech about how I need subs to keep the stream going, if you like the content, blah, 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 how that results in 0 subs? There are regulars here. $5 a month. How are you have hours of time to watch me and not $5? I don't know. What are you doing with your life where you have hours of time to watch Twitch and not $5 to provide for the content that you're watching?
Right, so essentially that was a clip. Did everybody see the clip?
In my personal opinion, Raj,
Go ahead,
I think she's a dumb cunt.
Okay, no, Minx, that's not, no, Minx, that's not what we're here about, okay? We're not here to call people cunts, okay?
Sorry. Okay.
In fairness, Minx calls a lot of people cunts, okay? I know,
No,
but that's not what we're here.
she's the
We're not here to
biggest
call
dumb
people
cunt.
cunts. We're here to debate the issue at hand
sorry.
here, all right? It's not about calling people
debate,
cunts.
I debate the fact she's a dumb cunt.
No, Minx, that's not what we're debating here, all right? That's not that. You can't. You're gonna get me banned from Twitch, Minx, if you keep talking about that. All right, okay. So the question that I have is there anything wrong with what happened here? I'd be curious to hear what people had to say. Candyland, go ahead.
Candyland's muted.
Are we?
Candyland.
Is everybody muted in here? Hello?
No, she's muted in Discord.
When you have a 55-second delay, Raj, you have to mute for a while.
I'm sorry. You're right. Go ahead, Candyland. Go ahead.
Yes. So everybody is allowed to have their own opinion, but I don't think that you should like force subscriptions upon your viewers. I think that your viewers should just, if they want to sub, they should do it. And like if you can't, wait, no, shut up, Wes. If you can't make enough to be a full-time streamer, get the goddamn job. That's what I'm gonna do whenever I'm not good enough to be a Twitch streamer. I'm gonna get the goddamn job, okay? So I think that's what everyone should do, okay? You should never force someone to sub to you.
Okay.
Well, Candy, I think there are two things about that. One, what if you've made yourself functionally unemployable through your Twitch stream and the things you've said on your Twitch stream, for one? And two, what if what you're doing is just another kind of service that maybe people don't immediately recognize? Like, you know, it sounded to me over the last few days since I saw this clip, I've been doing research into this concept of financial domination.
It's not
sexual fetish.
Oh yeah, baby.
This is not
a practice of dominance and submission where a submissive will give gifts and money to a financial dominant. Last time I watched her stream, I saw a lot of references to pay pigs and pig emotes. So I mean, it seems like just another form of sexual expression. I think that's something.
Hold on, Bastiat. For that argument to stand
off of what you got going on, here's the real question: why does it matter? Why does any of it matter? If your real problem
rude. I think it's rude of her.
Who cares?
To say
Who gives
that.
a fuck? There's so many rude things on Twitch. Who gives a fuck? Who really cares?
It gives a fuck because the character of the person she is. Can I go off on my spiel, please?
Yes, Wes. Without trying to, I don't want to.
Okay.
BadBunny
slowly declines in viewership. She does some really edgy shit to pop back up in viewers. She denies it all or makes excuses about it. The DMs are fake. I was just joking. She farms more viewers and Twitter followers. She loses them all again, and then the cycle repeats. The issue within this, and why it's an issue for her and not everyone else, is because BadBunny has been openly racist, transphobic, homophobic, countless times, even after claiming she was going to change, and now she's doing the same shit and she's being entitled despite providing simpleton low-effort content.
Well, she's got a brand. She's got a brand.
Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. Lucid Fox, go ahead and respond. Lucid Fox, go ahead and respond.
Again, at the end of the day, why does this matter? Everyone does this on this website. Everyone panders for fucking content. Literally the only reason this got as big as it did is because these fucking idiots like Co-Carnage and larger streamers shared it around. Because why? They wanted a virtue signal for fucking money.
I agree.
I
don't think it should have been talked
And
about.
guess what that got them? More subscribers.
You know
It's
what? I'm
wild.
only gonna have
I would never
points.
treat you like that.
Yeah, but have they ever
losing
done the
fuck?
crazy fucked up shit that she has done?
Who gives
This is
a
the
fuck?
difference.
What's your
Oh,
fucking
who gives a
metric?
fuck? Your message, it doesn't fucking matter anymore? The things you put in
Wes?
people's brains don't matter? How are you going to be sitting here and tell me your message doesn't
It
matter?
is interesting to hear a left-wing argument that basically the messaging doesn't matter. Everybody does this anyway. It's just a meme, so who cares?
Yeah.
One at a time.
Where's my
Go
free
ahead.
market boys at?
I agree with you. I agree that this is a free market expression.
Yeah.
I celebrate anyway. You want to do this on this website. That's what you want to do, and people respond. Clearly, they like it because again, now it's a clear clear meme. People still enjoy doing it. Whatever, that's fine. But I mean, the notion that this is that the message doesn't matter. That is kind of a new message as far as those on Twitch who are not enamored with free markets.
The issue with him...
Peach, raise your hand if you want to get in.
I
Peach,
think-
go ahead. Peach, go ahead. Queen Peach wants to speak. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I have a quiet voice.
Go ahead.
I just think that like she knew what she was saying. She's obviously going to get clipped for that. Like
That's
that's
what she's
just
trying to do.
Do you think so?
yeah. I think so.
I don't think anyone specifically doing this makes it a problem. It's
You know
it's
what?
compounded from what she's done in the past and the type of person she's proven to be, which is why I condemn her for doing further actions that I see as scummy.
I'm so
Well, it's not-
jealous of her
it's
because
not that
she,
You're
she's like
bought
a-
into the idea that she's a scumbag, so you want to go after her. I get it. No, that makes sense.
It's not this idea of like her passion or whatever, but like this idea that like that like who cares? I mean, we're all on Twitch. Whenever anybody does anything, like we obviously talk about it, right? So if you have somebody that's like going real fucking hard, like shitting on their audience for not participating in her career, which is something she's done like multiple times in the past, it's not really surprising that people are gonna blow her up over it. Like it's pretty funny to see somebody literally like shitting on their viewers because they're not subscribing enough.
that's so
It's
dumb.
hilarious,
Okay,
yeah.
wait, Casey,
Especially
Well,
the
I
message of
do-
social
Like,
equality.
Well, I do-
last I checked, she's got
poverty, and you're
600 viewers.
just
So
ignoring
it-
it.
One second.
Why does it
Bastiat,
fucking
1 second.
matter?
Go ahead, Lucid. Repeat what you said.
I said last I checked, she's got 600 viewers over the past couple of days. So why does it matter?
What?
Wait, why does wait?
It
What is
doesn't
that?
matter.
Wait, what does that argument mean? Why does it matter?
So
What,
she's-
because she did something
You're
that's really
so
stupid.
ignorant.
So everyone's outraged, right? So I need to understand what the outrage comes from. Like
The outrage
what
is
does
just
it
if somebody did
accomplish?
something that's. What do you mean? This idea that like outrage accomplishes something is really stupid. Like you would be that guy where like you're driving down the street and then some other guy over there, you know, like pisses on a wall. And then you're like,
No.
fuck, like this is so horrible. Why is he pissing on the wall? That's disgusting. And then you're like, what does that anger accomplish?
No,
What does it
okay,
really
but-
matter?
okay,
Like, well,
let
I don't
me-
know. I
let
mean,
me
I guess
frame
it
it-
doesn't
let me
really in
frame
the
it
grand
better
scheme of
for
things
you,
matter
Destiny.
that much, but like it's somebody's doing something.
Let me frame it for you better. In the context of this website, if this isn't going to negatively affect like how we gain viewers. In fact, last time I checked, she pulled over 20,000 follows, millions of views on Twitter. Like overall, I think she's actually done the website Twitch a service. She's been on Hee Productions, or H3. She's been on. She's gained people for the Twitch website.
You know
So I
what?
think-
I'm
So let Destiny respond. Destiny, go ahead.
Do you feel like the
Let
message
Destiny
is
respond.
irrelevant?
Bastiat got healed, Bastiat!
Ice Poseidon has gained viewers for the website. What? Like,
Sure.
What is that argument? Like just because somebody gains viewers for the website, they're
Poseidon's-
beyond reproach? Like they can't be criticized anymore? Like that doesn't logically follow at all.
absolutely not. I'm saying the criticize exists, but if the criticize isn't going, okay, so if the criticism isn't going to default to like her getting canceled by somebody, like obviously the criticism is valid, but does it accomplish a goal?
Criticism doesn't
Wait,
have to
Lucid
accomplish
Fox,
anything. It's
if-
not-
I'm just gonna go take a piss. I'll be right
Most
back.
people that are criticizing her right now on Twitter are literally doing it for the same reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Dr.
You know what?
Disrespect
Lucid Fox is
made
probably
the
that's
joke
why he's
for the
speaking
same
like
reason.
this.
Wait, no,
Lucid
Dr.
Fox-
Disrespect made the joke to make fun of BadBunny.
Dr. Disrespect got hundreds of Prime subs when he made the joke.
Because
He did
people
it so
understood
that he
that
could make
was
money.
joking. Yeah, because he was doing it while joking. But I mean, like,
yeah, ha ha ha! Look at this. Give me money too.
And
That's
you're
how this
criticizing.
website
Wait,
works.
why are you mad? Why does it matter? Why are you criticizing him? Why does it matter?
No, I'm saying I'm not criticizing. I'm
just saying
that's
that's such
literally
a
how this
weird
website works.
deflationary. Yeah, sure.
I understand how the business aspect of this website works.
Sure, if most people were to look at Bad Bunny's behavior, they'd probably say, wow, that's pretty toxic. That's a pretty shitty way to treat your audience. And then they would talk about it. That's it. There's nothing deeper. You don't need, like, what is your goal to reform the world? Like, how are we reaching, like, utopia through this?
Oh, no,
like,
no. Okay,
how are we making
so I guess
better?
my end comment then is just the people that are calling for her to be deplatformed, the people that are calling for her to be off the website. Like,
oh, well, that's
totally
stupid.
stupid.
If you're calling for that, that's dumb as fuck. You can make fun of her, though, for being, like, weird as fuck.
you can
I keep getting into this
like,
argument, Lucid Fox, where I try to call out people because I want them to change and not do scummy shit, and they say that I'm trying to promote cancel culture when I'm avidly against cancel culture. I think it's negative and it's not good, but I think it's perfect to get people called out for their bullshit and make them realize and have other people realize that it's shitty, so in the future they change and don't do scummy things. Because if this becomes the norm, where people are just shitting all over their viewers and like trying to rip money out of their fucking wallets, that's such a negative influence to have on the website as a whole.
Okay,
well,
so if you don't buy the
is it okay to pander for? Is it like we all like pander for subs, right? Is it okay to pander for subs?
Have you ever had a sub train?
In an overall
Have you ever had a
positive
subathon?
way?
Yes, Lucid Fox. Here's the difference between me having a sub train and her.
Nice
I'm not
about it.
calling them fucking Sims. I'm not telling
see.
how I'm being disrespected. I'm not playing a victim for
begging
more
for
money.
your money while not hurting.
I guess
them.
what I don't get about
that makes sense.
what I don't
it's
get about
not
what you're
okay-
saying, Lucid,
it's
is
not
it
okay
seems
to
like you're
play a
saying the
victim for
message
more
doesn't
money,
matter.
but is it okay to
on.
play? I don't know what any of us other people play for more money. You know.
What do you mean?
I don't
Wait,
play
wait, what's that,
Playing
Casey?
games
Sorry?
and playing
I don't
victim
know.
are
I'm
two
just
totally
saying
different things.
we all like pander for subs in different
Absolutely.
ways.
Wait, no, hold on. This is all
Casey,
pandering. Is
aren't
not
you
the
just-
same.
wait,
That's such a
aren't you being
stupid
so-
argument.
One second, one at a time.
That's like walking out and mugging someone and being like, oh well, you know, all of us
Everyone
have
makes
to make
money.
money.
That's not
LOL.
mugging
Like that's such
someone.
a
She's
stupid.
not
I'm
breaking.
wait, I'm not
people
saying
down
she's
to
mugging
ATM
someone. I'm not
and
saying she's
stealing
mugging
money
someone.
from them.
I'm not saying she's stealing or mugging anybody. Okay, it was a comparison to say that you can't say that all of these types of things are the same way because they make money. Okay, yeah. Are there people that do sub trains and have subathons and blah blah blah? Yeah, sure. People do that because hopefully the idea is that there's like a value add there for the viewer. They want to like take part in some shit. Blah blah blah. There's also a lot of other exploitative behavior too. I'm sure that happens. But like nobody here is gonna say that like, hey guys, it's a sub train. Cool, we're gonna do a sub train. Is the same thing as like, man, you guys are fucking assholes for not fucking subbing to me. You guys aren't invested in my fucking career.
So
Fuck you
I
guys.
have an interesting idea about that because if her community is consenting to the way that she acts towards them versus the idea of actually manipulating dopamine response in the brain with the current hype train on the website, like we've literally been playing gambling games for years now with bits, with hype trains. Those things
Yeah, but the problem is her
actually-
community doesn't.
Yeah, but you know
No,
what?
but that's the thing. Like those things actively manipulate our brains, where people that are creating content choose how they want to
Lucid,
interact
you know
with
what?
their
It doesn't
community.
have to be.
I want to get Candy in here eventually, Destiny. Candy, go ahead and respond.
Yeah, Lucid, it doesn't have to be like that for everyone. Whenever I get the hype train on, I'm like, well, you don't have to do it just because the website says, just because the website
But people
says
do.
you
It
have to
doesn't
do
matter
it.
how you guide them.
Well,
People
I
will
know.
still do that
Well,
because
I'm
that's
just saying,
literally
I
how
think
it works.
it's dumb. I don't want to.
You can tell somebody, hey, you don't have to spend $100 on Candy Crush. They're still going to because the game is manipulating them into
No, I
paying the
don't
money.
want them to. I don't want them to. I don't.
I get
only.
that. You can have the best of intentions.
Look, what I
Lucid
just don't
Fox.
get.
Wait, can I just ask you, Lucid Fox? Like, for me, it's like when I only want the people who truly likes me to support me. If they want to, if they have the chance to, they can do it. But Lucid Fox, like for you, it would like. Do you want to do like that? Do you want to go and be like, oh,
It's not how
I've been streaming for 1 hour. Oh my god, I've got subs. Could you say like that? Could you say that, Lucid?
No,
when you stream?
but again, that's not my style.
Okay,
That's not
Lucid
your
Fox, I want to
style?
ask you a question.
Why?
Sure.
Well, then, wait, Lucid. If that's not your style, do you agree that it's a bad style? It's like rude of Bad Bunny
No.
to do it.
If
It's
people
pretty
engage
rude.
with, here's the thing.
Why
If
is it
someone
your
engages
style
with
then?
their,
It's pretty fucking rude, right?
she's got last I checked over 1,000 subs, so it sounds like it works.
It sounds like you're saying
Destiny, go ahead and respond.
That's a justification
Okay, sounds
for
like
any
they
message you want to
respond.
provide. Any message you want to provide is okay as long as you succeed. I mean, that seems to be the conclusion of the argument you're making
So,
here.
Yeah,
the
Bastiat.
underlying
If
thing
people
here is
Being made
respond
by
to
the
that,
left now.
hey,
The underlying-
Bastiat, guess what? guess what? Reactionary drama in traditional TV has literally existed for the last 20 years. Jerry Springer fucking draws crowds of millions. It's the exact
so the problem
same
is
thing
that the
translated onto this medium.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's fine to recognize what exists. We can all recognize what exists. What seems strange is to just excuse something and say, well, it exists. That's just the way it is. So who cares? It doesn't matter. As long as it succeeds, it doesn't matter. The message, irrelevant.
Don't yell at me. I'm really just trying to understand. I feel like it's all manipulation at face value.
But what I don't understand is how you can be a left-winger and believe in any kind of message of social justice and then say it doesn't matter. Messages don't matter.
Hey, listen, Fox, if people are enjoying it, the only way they can be enjoying it is what we were talking about earlier is Findom, and that's sexualization. Sure. She should be banned for it because she's enabling sexual content.
One of the problems, though, is that like her community doesn't enjoy it. The complaint that she has constantly that like, oh, my community is not loyal enough. Oh, people cycle in and out of my community too much. Like, so the idea that it's like working out really well for her is clearly not true if you go by the complaints that she makes constantly on her stream.
Okay, no, I just really have a question. I just feel like we all, like have different ways of pandering and manipulating our audience is all and I feel like to a certain degree manipulation at base value is all bad, isn't it? Or is some manipulation okay?
No,
I'm really just trying to understand.
We're always
depends on the type of manipulation you're talking about.
We're always manipulating
so it's okay
people.
To manipulate
we're aware of
people in a
relationships
positive way.
With our people.
Yep.
It's okay to manipulate people in a positive way.
Destiny, give me
So, like for instance, when we have commercials on that say "Don't drink and drive," that's manipulation, but we would consider that manipulation in a positive way.
Okay, then, and maybe you're above it, maybe you're not. Have you ever felt bad when somebody like tier 3 subs and gives you hundreds of dollars and you're not sure whether or not they have it?
Fuck no.
Do you say something about that? Do you refund it? Or do you take it anyways?
Yeah, I've done that in the past. I've had a couple people that have had like big donations. Yeah, sure.
Eva, I'd love for you to chime in here because I know this is a topic that you maybe want to speak about.
Yeah,
you wanted to earlier. Go ahead.
I tried to get in. So I was just gonna say I will admit, like, I met Bunny in person, right? She has that ribbing behavior back and forth that for me, my style is very cozy, right? So I'm uncomfortable. I'm worrying if everyone's okay. But I also recognize that some people really enjoy that. So I'm just like, okay, maybe it's not my style. I don't know. I'll back off. I don't quite understand it. But what I get concerned about is when I see misogynistic responses to it. That's my number one concern. And so I think, sure, you can criticize it, but don't make it misogynistic or don't, like Wes is like digging up all the slurs in the past. And she has worked hard to even pin a tweet that's her top tweet that admits she's done shit in the past, and she talks on her stream about these issues.
Even though she contradicts herself by denying all the Discord DMs, because so that's bullshit. That destroys that argument immediately. Ava,
also, nobody's
how can you
supposed to
stand by that? Because she denies the Discord DMs.
Lex Fan, I want to get you in because you haven't had a chance.
But then she apologizes for what she does. She's done this in the past as well, and then did it again, and then re-apologized.
Lex Fan, go ahead.
How many times can we let people do shitty shit, shitty things to people?
But this, I just want to be clear that
forget everyone every time.
Fuck up. People
can always change. Yeah, even when they say they're going to change, they continue to do shit.
Wait, let Eva. Let them finish. Let them finish. Let them finish. Go ahead, Eva, please.
I'm just trying to say that, Wes, there is improvement. It's not slurs. At least we are getting somewhere. Right? I'm not defending this behavior. I'm not saying I'm comfortable with it, but I am saying I think it's unfair to bring up the past and just beat her with it continuously. I don't think that's fair.
Not when she repeats her own history, Ava. Well, I would agree. Like, hold on. Can I speak? 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 Can I speak?
1 second. Eva, let them finish, Wes, and then I'll let you speak.
Name one thing. Okay? Perfect example here. No. My perfect example, Jenna. Jenna's shit was like 2016, 2017, 2018 years ago. So I was like, yeah, okay, she has changed. BadBunny, the reason she's different is she did really fucked up shit and then apologized, said she was changing, did it again, and did the exact same response. She put up a tweet, I'm apologizing, I'm changing, but also this time, she fucked up big time when she tried to deny the Discord leaks as a total, and people still stand behind her and say they're fake, yet she apologized for them and said she was changing. What the fuck's the logic there?
Here's the logic. The folks on the left here on Twitch, love to circle their wagons rather than call out their friends and try and ask their behavior to improve.
Go 1 sec. Stop. Wes, too much noise. Hey. Hey, what? Knock it off! Eva, stop it! This is enough!
I saw it plain as day during
1 second! Bastiat!
Wild.
Order! Stop it! 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry. Hold on. Eva, I'll let them finish in 1 second. I just need to get
Hey,
calm.
Ava, how's your lefty angle chamber? You fucking.
Wes, come on. Wes.
I'm dealing with Bastiat and I'm here with your ass.
Okay,
God damn.
Eva, go ahead and respond, Eva, to what they said, what them said. Fuck, fuck!
Raj is in one of those wagons.
Bastiat said,
okay.
I disagree.
Yes, I'm in. No, Destiny. I'm in everybody's wagon. Okay, I'm in everybody's wagon. All right, go ahead, Eva. Go on.
Bastiat, I would disagree. And the reason I would disagree is because I'm coming out and I'm saying I don't even agree with this behavior, right? I am still here hoping that BadBunny can improve, and that is always consistently my message. I will call out behavior I don't like. I do it with Destiny. Destiny, I think some of your behavior is bullshit. But I'm not going to go after Destiny because I have this belief that he can improve. This is consistently my message. It stays my message. It's still my message. No,
That's what's wrong.
What's wrong,
Ava, you can't call people out. You forgive everyone for everything. It's so fucking crazy.
Wes, what? Hold on, Lucid.
Oh, my friends are perfect.
One at a
They
time.
never do anything wrong. They're always gonna change.
Hold on, hey, this screaming over each other is not gonna work. Eva.
Okay, Wes. Guess who I haven't forgiven? I don't talk to Alabrel at all.
What? You
Well,
don't?
he said a child could be killed, so that's a big difference.
She's providing a counterexample there.
Here's
Murdering
the
a
deal.
child versus saying
Wes, let them finish.
Shut
Jesus.
up, Wes. Can anyone finish their goddamn point, or do you gotta keep running your goddamn mouth?
Wes, stop punching at the screen. Wes, stop punching at the screen.
You are so obnoxious sometimes. I adore you, but you're obnoxious.
Wes, stop punching at the screen.
So, I'm
Just
saying
punch me.
that I try to forgive as much as I can. Other people will not. I am part of the forgiveness, part of the I will educate. That is my brand. That's who I am as a person. There are still lines I personally can't cross. And there are lines people in my audience can't cross. And I say, you don't have to forgive. I will be here to forgive and educate when I can. That's not all the time. There is going to be a point where I say, I can't do this anymore.
Are you
and
done
that's
yet?
okay. I hope that someone like you or someone like anyone else will be able to do that. But
Nice
I don't know,
monologue,
you're just
dude.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Nice monologue.
Wes, if you're gonna expect people to hold on, Wes, come on.
Hey,
If you're gonna come in, at least at the very least, respect what somebody's saying and countering, and come back with a sustainable counter
I
argument.
already said on my page, he just went on a 7-minute
that's
monologue.
I think that's the only response Wes could give to a thorough carpet bombing like that from Eva. Okay.
I'll be honest, I didn't listen to anything. they
Lucid,
said.
did you want to get in?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lucid. Go ahead.
Couldn't process
Oh
it
no!
anyway.
I was really hoping that Wes would.
Oh,
Actually
I'm sorry. What? Would you relax with your ableism, Ava?
So, what?
That's a little fucked up of you.
No, that's
Why don't you
no.
think I'd be able to process this? Am I
Because
too
you aren't
like stupid or
listening
something?
and you aren't trying.
Wow.
I know you could, but you're just gonna be a shitlord instead.
Sure.
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
you
Was
wanna
that
do.
Lewis?
Now,
Better stop that.
at what point?
Are you really concerned about shitlords?
At what point? At what
Yes, I'm
point?
good friends with Destiny.
At what point, Eva, does somebody become unforgivable?
It depends on the person. It depends on the person, right? So I'm gonna forgive people for things that Caseytron won't, and that's just up to individual boundaries.
Sure. Everybody's got their own limits.
I
Yeah.
don't forgive
Yeah,
and I
and
don't
it's
forget.
important. It's important that different people have different boundaries, because it's good if there will be still one person left for that person that needs forgiveness to maybe improve, and they have those people to go to, but they still have consequences. They're
What?
still losing other people.
Ava, are you telling me that all humans are so weak that we need appreciation and validation from others to improve our own actions?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
I'll tell you my stance.
That ostracizing them will not help.
I don't want them to help. They've proven they can't be helped. That was why I
What do
drew
we
the line
do?
here.
What do we do? Get rid of them, throw them away for
No,
good?
we stopped talking about them. We stopped giving them more fuck. We stopped giving them what they want.
Lucid, go ahead.
It's such a big issue.
Trying to like fucking dunk on people. You know, like why don't we try to like rehabilitate people instead? Like teach them how to be better. I know that's a crazy fucking idea.
Yo, listen,
right?
I agree. That's why I forgive people who make mistakes in the past.
Complex, yeah.
No, listen, that's why I forgive people who make mistakes and then try to change from them. I don't forgive people who make mistakes, false bullshit, saying they made mistakes and they're trying to change, do the exact same actions again.
Here's the problem with that, Wes.
It's not
because
the exact same
if someone makes mistakes and then it comes out again like that they're trying to change, but you're like, oh well, I saw this one thing. Your validation bias is always going to go towards, well, they keep fucking up. That's what they're doing. They're not trying to change, and people aren't trying to smear them when they're trying to change.
Listen, Fox, you want a
they're
perfect
just not
example?
trying to change.
No, but
You want a perfect example?
Yes, can I say something? Okay, so I scroll my Twitter. I like 2 years ago. I see something BadBunny come up. It's like she's the consensus is she's a horrible person. Okay, 2 years ago, I'm scrolling my Twitter like yesterday, and she's like saying the same thing. You know this thing about the subs, and she's still a horrible person. So for me, she's gonna be a horrible.
But hold on. I want to cover something here. I want to cover something here because I think we're ignoring, in the fairness of the context of the issue, we're ignoring the fact that the claim here is that it's a joke. And similarly, the claim that I heard, okay, this is what I'm regurgitating what I heard in the fairness of a spirited debate, okay, that I heard that it was a joke, and this is a common joke that's used in her community, similar to what, you know, people, you know, do. So does that change the context of this at all, in your opinions?
Not for the people that want dunks, absolutely not.
Wow.
It doesn't matter if it's a joke.
Well,
For people that want to
Especially when it's a joke made in public.
Like I said,
I would
it's
like
just,
to submit another clip for evidence.
What?
it's just another example.
Tell me if this
Fact
sounds like a
checking.
joke. Play it, Raj. Tell me if this sounds like a joke.
But you're talking about taking another clip when it's literally a running gag in their channel.
Yeah, I just want to hear if
You're
this
like,
sounds
oh,
like a
I
running
can
gag.
show more evidence of the jokes in her channel. Ah,
Yeah,
very
let's
cool.
see. This might be a joke. Let's hear it.
What
Go.
is the
Play
joke?
the clip, Raj.
You know, people in my Discord this morning were like,
Who is?
"Oh wow, I missed some good memes last
Me.
night." Like,
Oh no.
I want to say 80% of the people talking to me actively in my Discord.
Me, you dumb cunt!
Wait, hold on one second.
Desi,
Desi, am I allowed to play clips like this? Am I allowed to?
I'm kidding, Candy. I
What?
love
It's just
you.
a clip of a streamer.
Okay. All
Play
right. Listen.
it.
Listen. One second. Just listen to the audio on the stream. Here we go.
You guys fucking make me sick. Wait, what happened to Bunny?
You
I
don't
was watching.
put.
I was watching. We went back to smoking and quietly pointing fingers. Let's just watch it together. How about that? Sorry guys, I'm being like probably way too hostile with you right now because I'm just like I've had it. This is an accumulation of like resentment to people in my community for not being proactive, and then it actually affects my fucking career. Like it actually is a tangible monetary fucking longevity of my ability to be a streamer affecting my career. So it's like kind of like annoying to me. You know,
So the context is I don't necessarily know what's the what's the full
Wait, you didn't
context
even-
of this
You
clip.
didn't even
Desi?
play it on the.
You didn't play anything, man.
I didn't play
anything.
No, you didn't.
No, it was
Yeah, I
not
did.
there.
I'm
No,
playing
you
it
didn't.
on
You-
my
you
speaker.
Nah.
Oh my god.
Do I have to-
Raj, come on.
what?
You didn't.
It's
Yeah,
not
no, I
a
didn't
joke.
hear
She
anything.
literally just tried to explain why what she's saying was justifiable for a minute straight. How could you even begin to say
Hold on one
that's a
second.
joke?
I'm playing it
don't
now.
do
Hold on
that.
one second. Let me play it again.
oh wow, I
I
missed some
feel
good
like
memes
we
last
need
night.
One
a
sec.
link to it.
One sec. I'll link right. I'll link. Hold on. I'm playing the clip right now.
Yeah.
The volume is really low on it. Go ahead. Here we go.
You know, how many people in my Discord this morning were like, "Oh wow, I missed some good memes last night." Like, I want to say 80% of the people talking to me actively in my Discord weren't watching the stream. You guys fucking make me sick.
Nice.
Wait, what happened to Bunny in Florida? Can someone link it? I was watching. Makana was watching. We went back to smoking and quietly pointing fingers. Let's just watch it together. How about that? Sorry guys, I'm being like probably way too hostile with you right now because I'm just like I've had it. This is an accumulation of like resentment to people in my community for not being proactive, and then it actually affects my fucking career. Like it actually is a tangible monetary fucking longevity of my ability to be a streamer affecting my career. So it's like kind of like annoying to me.
Okay.
You know,
So anyway, I think we've
Yeah.
listened to the full clip, but Desi,
I think
I mean, it doesn't sound like she's joking. Like she has these like.
At the end of the day, I like regardless if she's joking or not. What she said it for views. She said it to get more traction, which is I feel like we can all agree on. Is it bad? Is it good? I don't fucking know what she said. Sounds like a fucking bitch.
Do you really think that she did? Like, do you think that she deliberately would have done that just to get a clip that would have gone viral? Do you think that was like the deliberate act?
I think what she's doing is trying to get more traction. That's what I think.
Yes, she's trying to farm super hard.
God, Destiny's coming for another career. Man. He's hungry.
Lucid.
I got 4 more clips ready to go.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Oh my god.
So
he's gonna do it again.
So Destiny, what the reason you provided that context is the fact that it wasn't a joke? Is that what you're trying to say? That
no,
she
makes like comments about these about her community. Like all
she talks about how hard it is.
Okay, Lucid Fox, go ahead. You're probably
okay.
Go ahead.
It's just, no, I just like you're just like linking like, oh, this is another instance where she said like shitty things.
No, it wasn't another instance, Lucid. It was about the same shit, dude.
Oh no!
Wow,
not that.
No, she's saying
it's almost
80%
like she talks like
community...
that all the time, and people respond to it.
She's
it's like
saying
we've been over this already.
No,
it's literally what her
because this isn't the joke.
To.
This is what happens after the joke, where she doesn't say it's a joke. She doesn't play it off. She explains that 80% of the people weren't there, and they need to take it seriously because it's fucking with their money, the longevity of her being a streamer. I don't understand how you can stand by this being a joke. But regardless, if it's a joke or not, it's still predatory. It's still she's harassing and like being vocally and verbally abusive to her audience.
Money from
being fucked up.
They literally are coming back for the content, Wes.
No one comes back, Lucid. That's why she goes. She has 150 average viewers, and then has a big clip, pipes up to 500-600, and then it drops off.
When, Wes?
The N-word drama 2 years ago, the same fucking drama.
Are you crazy? Wes, do you really think people start drama like this just for viewers? Do you think that's the case?
No.
I don't think a lot of the time they start it, but sometimes they do. But when they do, they milk it. 100% they milk it. That's why she's playing the victim and how it's really hard to be a streamer and she needs this money. It's not a joke, guys. It's so glaringly obvious.
Is there anything wrong with milking this? Do you think there's anything fundamentally wrong? Lucid, you make the claim that there's nothing fundamentally wrong with it.
Currently, all the traffic, the extra traffic she's getting, I would milk the hell out of it. Are you kidding me?
You've
got tens of thousands of new views coming in. Why would you not?
Hell, I'd milk it. Hell yeah,
Are you joking?
Lucid, can we admit that views don't justify
at the same time?
Like for
Eva,
the love
of course. Like the misogynists, the dipshits that are coming in, of course, they're terrible. But she's actively like made the new emote. Of course, she's trying to take advantage of the situation because otherwise, what do? Like sit there and be beaten down? Like that's the alternative. Like just be super fucking anxious about the situation. Like of course, take advantage
move on from it.
You know?
When you're talking about it, it sounds like you're justifying this purely through all the views she's getting.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. I'm saying
like,
I understand.
You're really coming off that way, and that is concerning.
Sure, no. I understand what this platform is, right? Like we're trying to cultivate a following. You're then using whatever means you have to continue said following. If she has an influx of people, sorry. If she has an influx of people, doesn't matter if they're hateful or not. Some of them are always going to be hateful. Those people are going to get banned immediately. But some of those people that are coming in from those places like YouTube, Reddit, livestream fails are coming in because they're interested in the same thing that the other parts of the community are already interested in. They also want to be part of that show. They also want to be part of whatever or however she treats her people. Like that or not, that's how it works.
Then why don't they stay around, Lucid?
What do you mean? Show me quantifiable evidence, Wes. Give me a fucking social.
Oh my god! I don't know when you can look up the social blade. We've done this before. Listen, Fox. I don't know the exact dates, but we've looked at this before. Where they have huge spikes.
Say shit that doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god, dude! I can find them if I want to. I can't find them. No, listen, Fox. No, listen here. Shut your cunt fucking mouth, you idiot. Listen here. Shut up with your stupid fucking beard, dude. Jesus Christ, shut up. You put up. Hey, Lucid Fox, you put up 6 lights. Actually decorate your room. You're fucking repulsive, dude. Okay, the point I'm trying to say, sorry, I don't know the exact date, so I couldn't pull the exact date of the social date. Shut the fuck up, you sick cunt. Shut up.
Wes, come on.
Shut up. Come on. Shut the fuck up.
Wes, you got that on the 1-2. Wes, give it on the 1-2.
Listen. We've had this. Lucid Fox, we have had this exact fucking debate. Last time when it was all the racist transphobic shit, when we looked the first time it happened, she spiked up, dropped down. The community doesn't grow and stay growing. She goes like this. She baselines to the same number over and over. It's been that way for 2 years. Lucid Fox, look at the fucking open up social blade. You can see for 2 years.
Popping in to see the spectacle and that drops back down. Weird, Wes. That's fucking crazy.
But you're saying they stay around for her community and the way they're being treated.
It seems like her community keeps growing.
They don't stick around. They're not joining her fucking community. They come in because they're like, oh shit, I wonder what this idiot's doing today. She just did some really fucking stupid shit. Might as well go check it out.
For what it's worth, I have to just say, Lecture Fan, and maybe, you too, Destiny, isn't it nice to hear from some of our friends on the far left a justification and perhaps even a celebration of the power and the wisdom of market forces?
What are you?
I think it's
right. I always love that.
Jesus.
Always love that.
Oh, everybody on the far left, like no one can believe in anything else except for what?
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that something that seems so on its surface fundamentally exploitative is justified as, hey, that's just the way you play the game. I mean, I'm saying that all the time. I'm down for that.
Bastiat?
No, that's
Great point.
Warehouse workers, and we'll be good to go.
Lucid Fox, just because some people do it that way doesn't mean it's justifiable for everyone.
Exploiting people for their money. If you can prove to me she's stealing money from these people, that's a different thing.
I don't think anybody's exploiting. She said she's exploiting. She's being an asshole. I think it's all people.
She's just being a shitty person.
Her community
likes her out for being a shitty person.
So why does it matter?
Because it's on our fucking website. We fucking share it, dude. Who cares?
Oh my
we can
god,
call her out for being a piece of shit if we want to. I prefer never to talk about it. That's what I said. Right. It was brought up on the Rajj show.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna move on here. Okay, we're gonna move on. We need to take a vote. Does anybody have any last words to say?
Yes.
Okay, Candy, go on.
I want to say, Lucid Fox, just because you have a big crush on BadBunny.
No. That's what
yes,
it is.
No, he's not Mike from
That's it, Candy. This simple fucking argument. Yes, Candy, very smart.
You think he's Mike?
I've got a wife, Candy, but yes, I've got a big crush on another person. Absolutely.
Candlin, if Mike from CCP was here, you could use that argument. But not
if it was Mike, maybe, Candy, please. Don't embarrass yourself. Fuck me.
No, I think you do.
No, I think that's the only reason anybody would ever defend anyone else. Shut up! It's a stupid argument.
Especially a woman.
It's
always,
especially a
whenever
woman.
it's
Jesus,
a woman,
Candy.
you have a crush on them. Like, stop. This is so.
It's great. It's a great
you can simp for dudes too.
It's
I got women simping for me out the motherfucking gate, boy.
Up about.
Wait.
That's a funny joke.
Like a child.
That's true, Wes? How many cousins do you have?
One at a time.
In your world that you only can defend people because you have a crush on them.
No, Eva, no, I see the heart, guys. I see the heart.
Hey, but by the way, now you're changing your argument. No, Ava, let me call you out for being a scumbag real quick. Because at first it was, it's only women. But then when I call out that it can be men too, now you're like, it's just when people have crushes. Not when it's just men simping for women. Suddenly you change it so now it's everyone because you realize you're just being a little overarching with your feminism.
No, I see it happening over and over again. A guy defends a woman and everyone's like, oh, what a simp. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I agree.
You want to go ahead and turn it the other way? Sure.
Reverse the roles.
Well, she's clearly doing it for attention.
Okay, now hold on. I want to question. I have one last thing here. One last thing.
I agree with you.
One last thing. Does the fact she's a woman play into this at all?
Of course it does. Yes, the fuck it does.
No.
You are so. This is not even talked about.
It doesn't matter.
The initial reaction, no.
Caitlin, have you been on live stream
on places like Reddit and live stream?
Yeah. On live stream fells, guess what? If you're a woman, you're shit on for having everything that a woman has constantly.
When it started,
hold on.
Literally just
Candy, 1 second. Wes, 1 second. Lucid, please start over. Go ahead.
You're so nice to me.
Candy, quiet. Lucid.
When it started, it was literally streamers on this website, the Co-Carnages, the Ammunitions, etc. They're just like, oh, not on my website. How dare they? But now, when it gets to places like Livestream Fails, Reddit, etc., the H3H3 podcast, absolutely. Once it starts being distilled and disseminated to those audiences, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
The initial though, no, I would doubt very seriously
that they use the fact of her being a woman.
Creators looking out for their money and looking for a way, because streamer Twitter is so fucking toxic, looking for a way to virtue signal and make more money off.
Basically, what he's saying, Destiny, is the initial reaction. It wouldn't have mattered if it was a man or a woman, but as it snowballed down the line, it intensified because of her gender.
I kind of disagree with you, Lucid Fox.
Never underestimate how much gamers fucking
hate women.
Yes.
Lucid Fox, that's what I
But
wanted to
the-
ask you. I don't think
But
the clip.
incels are also weebs. I would like
Lucid
to point
Fox,
that out.
do you think the clip would have even have gotten to these bigger streamers and blown up if it wasn't a woman? Someone to rally behind and be like, oh, fucking thought, more
Raj and I
money.
talked about this before. We've seen this happen. The kid from fucking TwitchCon said,
Who?
I've just got a God gamer complex. That shit literally
He
got
thinks
a Twitter
the guy
in
that
a
thought he was
matter of
above all his
hours.
viewers. You remember that?
Because never doubt anything else, but that the largest creators on this platform, the co's of our fucking like day, want nothing better than to say, oh, but I'm the good guy.
Okay.
Obviously, one you should pay the most attention to.
All right, let's wrap it up. We got to vote now. It's time to